NHL free agent frenzy is officially upon us. We have our first batch of signings, including Ryan Reaves heading to the Leafs, OEL going to Florida, Cam Talbot to LA, Jonathan Quick to the Rangers, and a whole lot more. We'll discuss these deals coming up next. So welcome back to another video here, Top Shelf Hockey. As I mentioned, we have our first batch of NHL signings here during NHL free agent frenzy version of 2023. A bunch of signings, players changing teams here. The biggest one, and a little bit surprising to some extent, is the Toronto Maple Leafs signing Ryan Reaves. And now, the fact that they've signed him is not a huge shocker. It has been rumored for the last number of days that the Leafs were looking to beef up their bottom six. And certainly he, exemplifies that. One of the more intimidating guys in the league, good fighter, but really offensively, defensively speaking, doesn't add a lot. But he's getting a 3-year deal. He's also going to be 37 years old going into next year. 3 years at $1.35 million. So this is quite an unexpected contract, you could say, for the Leafs to some extent here. Obviously, they gave David Kampf a 4-year deal. Just giving out that much term to the bottom six guys is typically not a common practice, and usually, more often than not, unfortunately, doesn't work out. You can look, to Vancouver. Now, Reaves is probably a bit of an exception here. He does keep himself in excellent shape that way, and we'll see. I guess either way, good add to the lineup. I don't know about the term and the money, but we'll have to wait and find out. Newly found UFA after being bought out, Allred Larson, formerly of the Canucks, is heading to South Florida to join the Florida Panthers. He gets a 1-year deal of $2.25 million. We know the Panthers are looking to add on defense. Of course, they're going to be without Brandon Montour and Aaron Ekblad to start the season. Both have significant shoulder injuries, required surgery. On top of that, they have a guy like Radko Gudas who may not return, who was a UFA as well. So they certainly need to rebuild their blue line and add some insurance. Ekman Larsson can do that on a short-term deal, given how he's not nearly overpaid anymore. So surely he can live up to this contract and hopefully help out the Florida Panthers and hopefully get his career back on track. Former Sens goaltender Cam Talbot is heading out west to join the Los Angeles Kings on a 1-year deal. I need to confirm the value, but it's believed to be $2.5 million. So Talbot heads out to LA. Certainly they're moving on from Korpisalo, who they picked up at the deadline. I'm not sure if they're going to run as Talbot and Copley in between the pipes next season. We'll have to see. And forward Kings goaltender Jonathan Quick, who ended up in Vegas for the playoff run, ultimately getting another Stanley Cup, is joining his childhood favorite team, the New York Rangers, the Connecticut-born goalie, heading back east to get a 1-year deal valued at $1.2 million. The Florida Panthers are adding some more insurance between the pipes as well, signing goalie Anthony Stolarz on a 1-year, $1 million deal as well. I wonder what this means for Spencer Knight. What does this mean for Alex Lyon? Will Lyon not be back? He is on an expiring contract as well. We're curious to see how things shake out there in Florida. The San Jose Sharks, after not qualifying him, are retaining goaltender Mackenzie Blackwood. He gets a 2-year contract valued at $2.5 million. He was going to be joining the list of UFA goalies, but he's remaining in San Jose. Obviously, they decided to go this route. Instead, I believe Blackwood had arbitration rights, which is probably why he wasn't qualified. But ultimately, they've come to a deal anyway. We've also got a case of the Edmonton Oilers signing Matt Nieto to a 2-year contract as well. Don't have the exact value on that one here as of yet. Check the pin comment down below. It's believed the Oilers are also adding Connor Brown. That's going to be confirmed here shortly as well. But Brown and likely heading to the Edmonton Oilers. So we'll be back with more signings. There's lots more names going to be getting deals into your very shortly. So we'll be back with plenty of content today. So make sure you stay tuned. Keep up with the channel here. Subscribe if you're new. And we'll catch you next time.